So as for today, I'm going to start with a quick question. What is that? What is your safety pin? What is your safety net? What do you consider? Is it your family? Is it your boyfriend? Is it your partner? Is it your family background? Or is it, let me say, insurance? What is your safety net? Anyways, Vanasha Skatri Remember, aka Vanilla at Vanilla Vibes Official. You can find me there. But as for today, I'm not at Vanilla Vibes Official, I'm at the safe side. You know, it is the safe side, get it for real. I'm here with a beautiful lady. You know, a beautiful day comes with a very bright person. God has blessed me with this wonderful lady. She has more knowledge about anything you want to know, about the safety side that you want to go to. And she's going to be telling us everything that we need to know. Hi, may we know you?
Hello, a very good evening. Masesinde Konya is my name. I am an insurance specialist. I'm really going to be very happy to take you through and the audience the details of insurance.
You know, I'm really delighted and glad about, hosting an insurance specialist. You know, it's really a blessing. It's really massive. All thanks to the mighty and to your viewers who is turn up or is come to the safe side and you check on whatever we have brought for you. So she's going to be telling us what basically is insurance. You know, you're speaking about an insurance specialist, but then the people outside there, a few people understand what insurance really is. Can you tell the people out there what really insurance means?
Thank you, Ella. Basically, insurance, let me say it's a transfer of risks, yeah? So it is a contract between an individual or an entity to the company or an insurance company. Let's say, for example, I have a business, and then maybe I'm doing transportation. I'm bringing in my items. Let's say maybe from China or anywhere around the world, and then I feel there is a risk of maybe these goods can disappear on the way, or maybe in case of theft, in case of drowning or anything like that. So I'll transfer these losses to the insurance company. So in case any of the losses occur, the insurance company will be able to compensate. Yes.
So is it like, do they consider policies? How do I get to join the insurance company? You know, a number of people are wondering, how do I get to insure myself? How do I get to be there? How do I get to protect my goods or anything that I have, my assets, whatever it is?
Yeah, so basically, before you think of how do I get to join insurance, how do I get to insure my goods, all that, you really need to know what type of insurance you should take. The biggest mistake people always make is not knowing the plan to take, yes? Let's say, for example, maybe you wake up in the morning and then you go and take an education plan or a policy. Yet in actual sense, you're supposed to take, maybe know your needs. You should know what you want. You cannot have a business and then you go on and take an education policy. Basically, that won't help you in case of any losses in your business. So that is the biggest mistake people always make. Someone says, oh, I already have an insurance policy. Yet they've taken on maybe a funeral policy, or they've taken on an an education policy. They've taken on a health insurance policy, that is medical insurance. I'm not saying that those products are bad, but you should really prioritize. You should know what you want as a person before you go on and take a policy. Yes? So if you have a business, I think you should prioritize getting insurance for your business. I would really recommend a whole risk policy. A whole risk policy covers fire, theft, anything that is a risk to your business. So you should really know what you want. If you want to insure your children's education, of course, also that is what you're supposed to do. Look at what policies can insure your children's education. I would recommend endowment plans, so that in case tomorrow you're not there, still the insurance company can give in a lump sum to take care of your children's education. For the children's education, by the way, even the term policies can do the same, because God forbid you've passed on, you die today, your children will not die with you. Your children will remain. And then let's not assume that when you die today, the expenses will stop. The expenses will continue. Yet, to make things even worse, now you're gone. you were maybe the breadwinner, you were the one providing, you have to pay school fees, and all that will still be needed, but you're no longer there. But if you're prepared in advance or early enough, that means you will really have something that you've left for the family to start on, even when you're not there. Yes.
You know what is confusing the viewers out there is you're speaking about insurance, fine. You're speaking about the term insurance, you're fine, you're explaining to them whatever happens, insurance, what they should consider when they're insuring anything. But then as a person, I would think you're telling me I should just go to a company, get a company, I insure. But then is there any expense that is required? Do I have to pay some money as I insure? So people out there need to understand it all.
Okay. So when you go to an insurance company and you would love to take on an insurance package or plan, there is an amount of money that you pay depending on the contract. The contract is the policy, yeah? So if, let me say, for example, you want to insure your car, you're going to be given an amount of money that you're supposed to pay, depending on the type of car that you want, depending also on, depending on the coverage you want for your car. Or let me say, for example, you want to save for your children's education. That means the insurance company makes for you a quotation. The quotation determines how much you're going to be saving or putting aside. It's what we call a premium. A premium is your payment. It's either made monthly, yearly, or you can even pay maybe as a lump sum, depending on your
status, basically.
Your status, and then also what you feel is going to be comfortable with you. Because, for example, maybe I can have my 10 million shillings, and then I want to put aside money for my children's education, and I need like maybe 100 million shillings, yeah? Yeah. So I have 10 million shillings, and then I don't have proper plans for the 10 million shillings. So I'll be like, okay, I think let me put aside this 10 million shillings, and then I maybe, let me say.
Is it okay if I insure my pet, like a dog, like a cat? Is it very okay?
It is okay. It depends on your priorities, yeah? Mm-hmm. If your pets are really a priority to you, you feel you can have a financial loss when you lose the cats, then I think you can insure them. But if it's not something very important, okay, let me ask you a question. If you lost your pets today, what do you lose?
No, actually, why I asked that question is, some people, okay, like you're speaking about insurance, but then there are some people who will take their, we talk about like the whites. For them, they take their pets more important than anything else. They love their pets. Yes. So you will be speaking, remember, when you're doing something that is going to progress you, you have always to consider the needs, not the wants. So you may speak about the insurance thing, all of it, but then people will not understand what should I really insure. Someone who can insure a pet, like a dog, a cat, and I leave out the cows that will help me in the future. I leave out my family, I leave out, something that's going to later produce something, like invest in something else.
So basically in insurance, as long as you're going to incur a financial loss after the loss of something, it is okay. If you lose money, or if you incur losses after losing your pets, it's okay, because maybe that is where you get your earnings from. Maybe you sell the pets, or maybe you have an attachment to the pet, so it is okay.
So what really disturbs me, I've seen a number of the rich guys, let me call them the dons of the country or the dons of the world. Whenever they incur a problem like a disaster or the fire outbreak or what, they always don't lose their things. They always regain them as fast as possible. Is it because of the insurance?
Most times, the people that we call them rich are actually not rich, but they always plan ahead. That is where you'll wake up in the morning and then you find a son or a daughter to the so-called rich person. Maybe they go out and then they scratch a car. They've scratched a car, or they've scratched someone's car, and before you know it, maybe in the next 2-3 days, the car is back on the road, or they have replaced it. It's because they have known the value of insurance. These are people that know that if I lose this, I lose my finances, yeah? So If, for example, let me say I have a car worth like 100 millions. I know that if I lose this, if I don't insure this car, I am losing 100 millions. So it doesn't cost them anything to wake up in the morning and say, okay, if a premium for me to insure my car worth 100 millions is 1 million shillings, they will wake up in the morning and go and pay that premium. But for us down here, we feel if I pay this money, they will not compensate. Okay, what if they always compensate? Because you've never tried it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the rich people, the people we call rich, they have really understood insurance. They've really understood that they do need insurance. Yes, and I think that the mistake we also make, people don't do research.
Yeah, exactly.
We just have that transfer of information that I heard that insurance does this. I heard that insurance does this.
I heard.
Yes, but they don't have the experience. I want to give you, there is a very common scenario with the motor third party. A lot of people take third party insurance. I think they don't take third party insurance because they know that they need it. They take on third party insurance because they know if I don't have insurance, the other traffic officer at the corner will grab me. So they just take on the third party insurance. They think, okay, they pay because the government wants us to pay. Yeah. Police wants us to pay. But that is not that is not the case. You can actually benefit from your third party insurance. Now, the third party insurance, people now, someone might be asking, now what is third party? Okay, who is the third party? So the first party is the owner of the car. Okay, the policy holder, the person who has bought the policy. The second party is the insurance company, the person that has given them cover. I hope I'm clear. Yeah. Then the third party is anyone outside these two. The people at the roadside, someone maybe you could knock someone's car, someone's house. So that is the third party. So your third party insurance is to cater for any damages that you're going to cause to the people outside there. People don't always do claims for third party insurance because they feel they will not be paid. Or they feel if I knock someone and then I pick 100,000 and give them, it is better than me going to police, get a police report. Because trust me, there is a lot of fraud in the country. Not only in Uganda, but all over.
Yeah. So
insurance companies will not just wake up in the morning and say, we are compensating you, yet we don't really have proof that the accident occurred. We don't really have proof of what caused the accident. Were you drunk? Because of course, there are things you're not supposed to do while driving. So if you were driving and you were drunk, there is no way the insurance company is going to compensate the damages that you've caused.
Yeah, if you're overspeeding.
You were overspeeding. So the reason as to why, okay, people say third-party insurance don't work in Uganda, but I want to give you a few reasons. One, as I was saying, that if I scratch someone's car, I feel it is very easy for me to ask you, okay, how much is it going to cost for you to maybe go and work on the panel beating?
Yeah, or give you the 500K.
Let me give you the 500K and it's done. Or I feel if I can give police some little money and then I also pay the person I've caused damages to, it is going to be easier for me. But if you would really love to follow up for your claims, one, remember when you take on a third party insurance, these days they don't give you the stickers. They are now digital stickers. But of course it has your policy number on it. So you will report to your insurers. You can always call because there is a contact. Yeah. So when you report, they're going to ask you for a police report. That means the process is going to be a little longer, not very long, but a little longer. And that is what people don't want to do. They don't want to be following, make a police report, and police is going to tell you for us to give you a report, you have to pay money in the bank. People feel it is a very long process. But trust me, insurance companies do really pay third party. Only that people don't want to go through the process.
So people at the safe side, it is me, Venashas, Catherine, aka Vanilla. I told you I'm always at Vanilla Vibes Official, but as for today, I'm at the safe side. You know, I told you at the safe side, I've brought this one and only woman, this one and only lady who is telling us about the insurance part of it all. She's an insurance specialist. She's going to be telling you more and more and more and more things. You who hasn't yet subscribe, like, follow YouTube, TikTok, The Safe Side. It is only The Safe Side, but as well you can find me at Vanilla Vibes Official, on TikTok, Vanilla Vibes Official, on Instagram, and on YouTube. Well, I'm here with the one and only. You can tell us your name once again.
Masesindi Ekonya. Yeah, so I was still, we were still having a discussion on the reasons as to why people think insurance does not work in Uganda. Yes. We also have another issue. People don't know the risks that their policies cover. Let's not forget that all these insurance policies cover different risks. Yeah. So for example, in life insurance, you'll find that you've taken on a policy that only covers death. It is a funeral policy. And you'll find that someone will get an accident and then now I bought insurance, they didn't cover me. You did not know.
My house got burnt, no one came to help me out.
Yes. So we should really take time to know what our policies cover. I think sometimes because most of these insurance companies use insurance agents. So when an agent comes to you and then they are selling to you the idea of buying an insurance policy, let's not only stop at having that discussion with the agents. Go ahead, because this is something that you're going to put your money in. Go ahead and do your research. You can even call the insurance companies and then ask them for more, because I don't think they will have to lie to you. Not only that, when people take on insurance policies, they are given what we call policy documents. Take your time and go through the policy document. Read through the terms, read through the exclusions, the clauses of the policies before you take on the policy. Because I think most of the insurance companies give you a period when you can change your mind. You can tell them, I read through this and I think I cannot manage these terms and conditions. I want to change my mind. I am canceling the policy. Your money can still be refunded. So someone is going to take on a policy and it only covers theft. So when their car gets an accident, they will start lamenting.
It was only for
insurance
theft.
Didn't compensate me. Insurance, they are thieves. Insurance this, insurance that. We really need to take our time to understand the policies. The other thing also, you can take on a medical insurance policy, and then it does not cover funeral expenses. So when your patient passes on, you will start lamenting that now, these insurance guys are really not helping. They've eaten my money. They've done this and a lot. So let's make sure that before you take on any policy, understand, take your time to understand. I know sometimes the agents can really be so aggressive that when they meet you now, they want you to sign now. But you can still tell them, no, you know what? Give me 2-3 days. Let me do my own research. I'm going to give you a call. The other thing is people fail to commit, yeah? Because this is a commitment. The insurance company has told you that when this happens to you, we are going to do this, yeah? For example, you've taken on an education savings plan. And then the education savings plan says that, let's say, for example, you're taking on this plan for 5 years. So after the 5 years, they're supposed to give you back an amount of money. But then for you, you wake up in the morning, you've paid for 2-3 months, and then you stop paying. Now, remember, in the contract, there are exclusions, there are conditions that you cannot maybe receive your money before this period of time. So we really also need to take our time and then understand that if I have a commitment, I really have to fulfill my commitments. I want to give you a scenario. In 2021, I was working for an insurance company. Then there is this school they had an insurance policy. For the property insurance, it always runs for a year. So after a year, it expires and then you have to renew.
Insure it.
Yes, you renew the plan. So this school, of course, I was their agent. So when I called the director, she told me, you kindly give us like a month so that we organize for the money. I think it was by bad luck or something, the school caught fire, the girls' dormitory caught fire. And these guys were supposed to be compensated. But remember, they had not renewed their policy. Now the director starts complaining, we have been good clients, all this time we have been paying, now it is only this time that we had not renewed our plan, now you don't want to compensate. But it was very clear that you are a client of the insurance company for only 1 year.
1 year.
Once it has expired, you have to renew.
it.
The contract actually ends after 1 year. So we also need to understand that.
But there is something that has got my attention. You're talking about the life insurance. What does the life insurance cover? Does it cover everything in general?
Okay, life insurance is actually very broad. One, we have a term life plan. So the term life plan covers particular risks for a particular period of time. Let's say you decide to take on a term life plan that is running for 10 years. So depending on the insurance company, depending on that particular policy, it can cover critical illness, it can cover accidents or total permanent disability and death. So if nothing happens in between the 10 years, yeah, remember it has what is covering. If nothing happens between the 10 years and the term has ended, the contract ends. Depending also on the insurance companies, some insurance companies will give you back some amount of money. Some insurance companies don't, like they give you nothing because remember, let's say maybe you were covering, you were taking up this policy to cover you against critical illness, against accidents or death, and nothing has happened. But if something had happened, the insurance company was going to compensate the family or compensate you. So if nothing happens, the policy ends, the contract ends. That is a term life policy. It covers particular risks. Then we have endowment plans. Endowment plans are basically savings policies that has a protection bit of it. Maybe it can have that protection of, let's say maybe against critical illness or total permanent disability or even death, depending on the insurance. Different companies have ways of, different policies and how they package their products. So the endowment plans gives you the opportunity to save and then your money makes interest. It's, let me say it's a cash value plan. So if you're saving maybe like 1 million shillings per month, your 1 million shillings per month will make interest and bonuses for you. Yes. So it also has a term. It has a period. So if you've chosen to save your money maybe like for 5 years, at the end of the 5 years, you get back your money and then the interest or the bonuses that your money has made for you. Because the company puts your money into investments. They invest your money. We also have the whole life plans. The whole life plan is I have decided to save for the whole of my life. Mm-hmm. That means if at some point you stop paying for the policy, the contract ends. It is automatically terminated. Yes.
So people out there would want to know, you've been talking about insurance throughout, but they would want to know what are the insurance companies that you have in Uganda, basically in Uganda. What are the insurance companies that you have? You've been saying that you can go to the insurance company, insure yourself, secure yourself. That is your safety net. But then what are the insurance companies that we have in Uganda?
We have various insurance companies, I mean. Disclaimer, we are not marketing for any insurance company. but we have a variety of insurance companies for both general insurance and life insurance. For general insurance, we have Britam, we have Jubilee, we have UAP Old Mutual, we have Sanlam, we have Swico, we have CIC, and we have Liberty, we have Nick, a variety, I can't mention all. And then for life insurance companies, the ones that can give you the savings plans, the whole life, the medical, we have Prudential, we have Sanlam. Sanlam is now Sanlam Alliance. We have CIC still, we have Jubilee, we have ICEA Alliance, we have Old Mutual. Did I say Old Mutual?
Yeah, you say.
Yes. There are varieties of insurance companies, so you can do your research and then you can choose from the main insurance companies.
You know, it has been the episode 1 of The Safe Side, and I've been hosting a very beautiful lady, a young talented one, who has been telling us about insurance. If you feel like she hasn't said anything that you may want to hear or listen to in this first episode, just comment, put in the comment section that I want to hear about this, put in your question. She's ready and she's always available to answer anything and anything that you have asked us. But as we conclude, or we come to a conclusion, in 1 or 2 or 3 words, big ups to anyone out there, or talk about insurance in 1 or 2 or 3 words. Conclude.
So basically, I think we all have to prioritize having insurance. Everyone needs insurance. We still have a lot to do in the insurance industry. We have to sensitize the public. Also, I really don't want to forget this. In case you have any burning issues, you have a claim that wasn't paid and yet you think it was supposed to be paid, the insurance industry is regulated by the Insurance Regulatory Authority. You can always get help. You can look for their page and then you'll really get help. The next time we are going to come back, I think we are going to really have a lot to talk about. In case we have forgotten something, we still have a lot to talk about. We still have a lot of time. You can follow the page, you can like, and then you can ask in the comment section. Our contact is in the bio. You can also WhatsApp, you can call for more inquiries. Thank you.
So it has been me, your girl, Vinasha Catherine, aka Vanilla. Vanilla Vibes Official, you can find me there. But as for today, I told you, I'm at the safe side. And my question still remains, what is your safety pin? What is your safety net? Is it your family? Is it your partner? Is it your family background? Is it your friend? Or is it your friends in general, your relative? Or it is insurance, but I know all in all, should be insurance, and it shouldn't be your money that you hold in your pocket, because one day it may vanish, you know? It is just me, Venashas, and I've been with the beautiful lady. She has told you a lot of things, but you who has not yet subscribed to our channels, who has not yet followed us, don't forget, I'm bringing Vibe on Vibe, only good things. Bye-bye. See you in the next episode. Comment. We're waiting for your questions.